So today I have a new video for you guys. Something I wasn't sure that I was going to do until I realized how bad this is. So I'm sure a lot of people have heard of service dog Colt. The amazing dog that, helps his owner with seizures. That's great. It really is. But Colt should not be a service dog. Why? Because he's aggressive towards other dogs, and he needs to be put back in training at the very least, and needs to be retrained and go to a behaviorist, whatever. Aside from that, his handler Janae is not this sweet person that she portrays herself to be. She's very well known to attack other service dog handlers verbally and online and offline, to stalk them in public and tell them that their dog is fake and they need to retrain their dog, or that because a handler can't raw feed their dog anymore, that they need to give their service dog away because their dog's getting put on kibble. And she likes to attack a majority of service dog teams and tell service dog owners that their dog needs to be washed out, meaning their dog needs to stop training as a service dog for whatever reason, because she's so famous with 13,000 subscribers and she's had so many videos go viral, and that she just feels entitled and like it's her right to tell people that their disabilities are fake and that they don't need a service dog. Let me show you more. This is my Instagram and I have been posting on it. So this is some of the posts that she made about me. I'm glad that you can see through her lies as well. Everyone in the real service dog community knows she, as in me, is a fake. It's sad she does this to her dog, who's clearly stressed and not trained even basic obedience. Max is actually very well trained in basic obedience. Poor dog was lip licking the whole time, signals extreme stress during her Black Friday video. Max was not extremely stressed. If he would have been freaking out, as she tries to say, he would not have had such a calm demeanor that he had. Obviously, my dog was slightly stressed. We'd been hit a couple of different times by other buggies, but he was holding himself very well. He was still listening, and my dog is trained in basic obedience as well as service dog task, as he alerts me before I pass out. It's sad that people are so unaware nowadays and just think she's telling the truth when there's clear signs that she is not. Just in the rant video, for example, she says she used to cue him to alert to her POTS episodes by blowing in his face, which the scent of your breath has nothing to do with it. Actually, that is how most people train their dog's heart rate. And how they train their dogs to alert to heart rate. It's actually very similar to how you train your dog for diabetes. It's scent training. When your heart rate escalates, a different chemical is released in your body. Same with your blood sugar. And that is exactly what I did in the beginning with Max. When I wasn't feeling good, I'd lay down and I'd blow in his face to use that as scent training, and I would tell him paw. Now, in my videos, I don't cue him. The videos that y'all see of him alerting, I don't cue him. That every dog is trained to cue an alert at some point. That is how they learn how to alert. It is all cue training. Now, Max was scent trained to it, as is a dog who is trained for diabetes or blood sugar. Most people use Q-tips, and as scent training me, I just blew in his face. Let's see. She doesn't even know how to lie properly. She just wants attention, sadly. Clearly shown with how she goes on and on, like in the end of her Disney video with other well-known fake handlers. She was trying to, hang on, here we go. She was trying to get attention for like 20 minutes talking and laughing about medical stuff. Oh, I didn't realize I couldn't talk and laugh about my own medical problems. Good to know now. Can I not scroll down? There we go. So let's see. If everyone in the service dog community knows she's lies, why she have the following. She mentioned she told multiple people to wash out their dogs. Why? Also, Max was not lip licking the whole time, though I do admit he seemed stressed and distracted, which he did. This comment goes on to say you have POTS while you exhibit completely different symptoms is wrong or something. I was actually diagnosed by a POTS professional. That video is here on my channel under I am officially a POTSy. They did actually diagnose me through machine testing, and not every POTS patient's symptoms are going to be ideal. Some POTS patients are going to have symptoms that are not normal. Other POTS patients might only have one symptom. So, but in that, this is coming from my doctor who actually diagnosed me. Everything she told me is everything that I am telling you guys. Her following is people. That doesn't mean anything. It's for the drama. People like medical drama and drama in general. Her following is not just service dog handlers, and there are barely any real handlers that followed her. They are all young people who think it's cool to have a dog with them everywhere. Just read the comments and you'll see. Exactly. This would also explain her husband's behavior of not really caring because he knows it's all just a conversion disorder. My husband does care about my medical, but he also knows that when I faint and when I'm not feeling good, there's really not much that can be done. Let's see. And this is someone who was here. I'm a real service dog handler, and I guess I'll be counted as young. I'm a teenager. I personally do not think she's faking. There's more comment or more of that. Service dog Colt says, yes, she has conversion disorder, and it's a chronic liar, and that doesn't qualify you for a service dog. And as you can see over here, let me just start telling people that you, Janae, that your disabilities are fake and you're just a bitch, because being a bitch doesn't qualify you for a service dog. It's the truth. Okay, so that was it on that one. So then we go here. Someone messaged this to me. I've met service dog Colt before in person. I live relatively near them and ran into them multiple times. She's let her service dog actually growl at mine before. I have walked away to just keep distance, and I found them following me, saying my dog needs better training and needs to be shaved and all of other things. I've heard them say they will call the police on me and my service dog. I've had them verbally harass me multiple times. Luckily, they have not found my account. All of these are blurred out to protect those who have sent all of this. This is a post that I made on a Facebook group, and this is, my post started off with this one. I commented this on the Facebook group, and this is what the comments are from after that. You know, I'm glad I'm not the only one who has had a bad encounter with them. Granted, mine was online. She legit, went off on me for no reason in the world, other than my opinion being different than hers. Maybe she's just super cranky because of her disabilities. I get kind of cranky as fuck on my bad days. Mine was online and offline. Yikes. Mind posting what happened? I'm going to blur names out, but I'd love to post all of this if y'all are fine with it. That was me. And I got permission from the moderators or admins of the group saying they don't care that I post these. She lives near me, and I live in fear of running into her. That's crazy. Let's see. I know it. We've both been on that receiving end. I think you were there when I called out Janae. F Janae. I like the awareness she does for TBI, but she's so brash and horrible online. She threatened to sue me / ruin my life over a GIF. Her behavior online reminds me a ton of Service Dog Free Press. I think I was there to defend you guys, and then she blocked me. It's been a while. Yes. God, man. Ha ha ha. I think I might give blank the okay to post the screenshots, which I do have those screenshots, but we are not going to cover those screenshots. You're a well-known, and this is me telling someone, you're a well-known fake handler according to her. She says, thanks for the heads up, now I know not to support her. Someone else, in response to this other supposed well-known fake handler, says, I passed this girl and her friends at Disney Springs once, and not a single dog looked at us. I don't normally vouch for people too, so that should say a lot. And I replied, oh yeah, her dog is amazing. I know the fakes in Florida. Service dog Colt can bump off and mind her own business and worry about her own state. And then the girl says, thanks for the compliment, you guys. How does she know who I am, though? I'm kind of freaked out by that. I try to stay off the radar. And to be honest, everyone knows who everyone is. Uh-oh. I was friends with Janae for a very long time, met her in person, took her a kitten worth $1,000 for her birthday, spent a week there with my husband, and she started attacking posts on my personal Facebook wall right after my father died. I've not talked to her and won't talk to her. She will never be a friend to me, and this is just a taste of what she did to me. The week we stayed there, her dog was all up my English Springer's backside when not in public, walking all over him, and then she called me an unethical because I have a 46-pound dog that doesn't want to be walked on by Colt, my dog who gets upset. This is the cat we took them, which, hey, I'd be pretty upset if I had a dog that wouldn't stop walking all over me as well. Her name is Nova. I have kitten pictures from the trip, so I want to see her say it's a rescue or whatever she's going to say. And also from this person, I also learned that when they were out together and her dog took a bone out of service dog Colt's toy bin, and service dog Colt started growling at her dog because her dog had a toy. So apparently service dog Colt is not as well trained as she says, and that is not okay for a service dog. A service dog cannot be aggressive. It has to be under control at all times, and it has to be okay with other people and other animals. And as you saw from the earlier post, he even growls at other dogs in public, which is a big no-no, guys. Service dogs cannot do that. Let's see. That's part of her problem. She is now famous, and she thinks what she does is all correct, when in reality, excuse me for saying this, but who the F signs service dog anything when signing their credit or debit card? Side note, she's supposedly getting a TV show in the UK. Let me see if I can find it again. Colt is going to be on a brand new UK TV show, Dogs and Positive Training Methods. I tried looking it up, and couldn't find anything on Google, but I don't know, maybe you won't be getting that TV show now because your dog's not as great. And also, she apparently uses a shock collar on her dog, and I'm not talking about the kind of shock collar that I use with Max, where we use only vibration settings, and we actually have taken off the shock prongs, and our vibration is set at a 1 out of 100. I'm talking, she actually shocks her dog with the actual shock settings. No wonder her dog seems so miserable. Like, I never see his tail wag. Maybe it's just me, but that dog, no, you don't do that. And I reply saying, not after this, she isn't. I have 103,000 subscribers compared to her 13,000. Why the F am I not being an entitled bee with my famous butt and calling people fake and that they need to wash their dogs? Someone says, don't forget to include that. Though she deleted the post before I went back to get screenshots, she had posted mine and my mother's name with screenshots of their conversation with. I see where that trash gets it. Her followers were slamming us, even wishing bodily harm and threatening death. Now, those are the screenshot messages that I have seen myself, and we are keeping those screenshots. We are not posting those as of right now, but it was disgusting the way Janae was acting in those messages. And I said, does anyone know how to contact said TV show? I would love to send them all of this. And then they said, I don't think I've actually seen the name, just Googled it. And I said I just Googled it and couldn't find it. Someone else says, LMAO, I'm glad other people are seeing her true colors. She's an awful person. Attacked me for a video of my incredibly well-trained service dog off-leash for training as certain tasks require her to be able to be off-leash, which is reasonable, as is my dog Max being trained to be off-leash. And she immediately assumed the worst, and then just had to announce to everyone that she was unfollowing me on Instagram. Colt is off-leash just about 24/7, even when he isn't actively tasking or doing anything at all. So, I mean, a service dog should only be off leash if they're actively tasking and they are required to be off leash. We'll get into that in a minute. So I say Max is training for off leash because of my fainting, and I've been falling down more from my EDS, and my SI joints have been acting up more from the car wreck we were in. I've already fell on him once and stumbled through him a few times, and that's just crazy. Colt has also gone to hospitals 100% naked. No vest, no collar, no leash, nada. And I reply, he should at least have a collar and a traffic lead or something just in case. If he already shows aggression to other dogs, then what if he attacks another service dog or dog in general? And who's to say he hasn't? She just hasn't said crap. And then they offer to find the post. I keep Max's e-collar on when we will be off leash, and I know we will be. The shock prongs are taken off so I don't accidentally shock him, but we use vibration at a 1 out of 100. Someone Pot, some tasks Canty simply cannot do if I have a leash on her. I'm going to train her on an e-collar as soon as I can. Okay, so anyway, this is why I own a 2-foot lead. Someone else says I use traffic leads. If I have it looped around my wrist like I often do, she'll be hard-pressed to be able to task. So let's just put it this way. If your dog has to be off leash, that's fine. If your service dog is trying to be off leash, that is fine. But you must have some sort of control over your dog. If your dog is off leash, they still have to have a collar on. At the very minimum, they need a collar on. If not, having a small 1-foot, 2-foot traffic lead, just something that you can grab just in case you need it. A service dog, let me reiterate this. A service dog cannot be aggressive, period. They are not allowed to be aggressive. And for her dog to have already shown aggression signs to multiple other service dogs, that's a big worry. And then she wants to attack tons of other people and tell them that everything that they're doing wrong, when in reality, she's not doing everything right either. Wow, your dog is greatly trained, but your dog is a safety risk, and that is what it comes down to. Your dog is a safety risk to other service dogs, and that is not okay. That is not ethical. I'm sure I will have more in the meantime to post, guys. If you want to keep up with this and follow this story, feel free to follow my Instagram at ServiceDogPaws, where I will be posting more about this later. So this is really all I have to say. As much as her dog is great, no one should be looking up to someone who has an aggressive dog and someone that attacks other people the way she does. And that is the only reason I am doing this video, is because she is attacking a ton of people, and it is not okay, and it needs to stop. You don't just randomly attack people for no reason. It's disgusting. It's wrong. And I get you have a traumatic brain injury, but hey, I have PTSD, as do a lot of other people, but you don't see us just randomly attacking people. I'm famous too. I've got over 100,000 subscribers. I have multiple videos that have millions of views, but I'm not going around telling people what they should or shouldn't do with their dogs and telling them that they're faking their disabilities. And that is where this is not okay. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have not, please like and subscribe and turn the bell icon on for notifications. And just my own personal opinion, I'm going to say just don't subscribe to her. And because I don't think someone like this needs to have subscribers, but that's just my personal opinion. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day, and we will see you guys next time.